Hey, Tommy, it doesn't look good. Whenever I want to smoke, there's never an ashtray around. Why don't you complain to the waiter? I'm sure he'll get you one. Good idea. Excuse me, waiter. He's always late for class. I think I have to give him a warning. It's no use talking to him. He never listens to anyone. I don't care who he is. I'm going to let him know this kind of behavior is not acceptable in my class. You're right. You really should teach him a lesson. Dick, turn down the TV. I'm on the phone. What? I can't hear you. The TV is too loud. Please turn it down. I'm sorry. Is that okay now? More. Okay, how's that? More. More? Yes, that's better. But now I can't hear the TV. All I hear is your voice on the phone. How's Bing? Is he still coughing long? Even worse. Heaven knows how many times I've tried to persuade him to quit smoking. He simply turns a deaf ear to me. Have you told him about the latest research linking smoking to lung cancer? Of course I have, but he just won't listen. Maybe he will listen if someone he knows gets cancer as a result of smoking. But isn't it going to be too late? I don't really know what to do. Bing is so stubborn and so addicted to cigarettes. Again, you look exhausted. What are you supposed to do? This morning when I got to the bus stop, there was already a huge crowd waiting. I knew it would be a long journey to work again. Have you thought of trying a different route? This bus is the only bus line near my home, and it is also supposed to be the quickest. Maybe you should try to leave home a little earlier and get to the bus stop before all the crowds. Then I'd be even more exhausted because I would have to get up earlier and sleep less. There's really no solution. Excuse me, miss, but I want to return these shoes. Sure, may I know what the problem is? Your ad says that these are the most comfortable shoes in the world. I wore them just for one day, and I'm sorry to say they're not comfortable at all. I apologize for that. I'll let the manufacturer know. Tell them the customers are really disappointed. I certainly will. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing the same kind of shoes now, and I'm feeling terrible. Why do you have to wear them then? We are the walking models, you see. Poor lady. Listen, Peggy, don't ever go near that electronic store called Crazy Eddie again. Why do you say that? It cheats. The products are either used or defected. But I heard their prices were low. Sure, you get what you paid for. Besides, all sales are final. That means you can't retail anything you bought. That's ridiculous. What is most irritating is their salespersons. They're snobbish and lie in their teeth. As soon as you step into the store, you are surrounded by 2 or 3 salespersons. If you decide to buy something, they're all smiles and treat you like a princess. What if I decide not to buy anything? Their faces immediately change and they start sneering at you. Wow, they're really mean. Did you hear that there's going to be another tuition hike next year? What? Didn't they just raise the tuition last year? Yes, they did. But the university is saying they have a deficit again. I think that is a management problem. Why don't they solve the problem within themselves? Look at the waste. They've spent so much on renovating the administration building, but they don't do a thing about our classrooms and labs. And they want us to pay more. Isn't that ridiculous? I think I'm going to transfer out of this school. Me too. When they have no students, they will have no way to raise tuition. Is the report ready now, Lan? I asked you to finish it today, didn't I? I'm really sorry, Mr. Wrong, but it's not quite ready yet. I'll have it by tomorrow. It's too late. You've been working on it for 2 weeks already. How come you can't have your work done on time? I'm not very familiar with this new computer program, and I still haven't caught up with the work I missed while I was away on vacation. Well, I'm really tired of hearing your excuses, Ron. Your work has been sleeping for the past several months. I've said a few things about it in the past, but nothing seems to help. I'm really sorry, Mr. Wong. I know I'm not working up to my capabilities. You'll see a real improvement in my work from now on. Excuse me, I hate to complain, but this gentleman is not in the line. I'm sorry, but he's my friend. Well, I don't care whether he's your friend or not. He who comes first should be served first. Don't you think it's unfair that your friend who came late should be served sooner? Come on, be reasonable. There is no reason for him to have to get in the back of the line if we're planning to sit together in the movie. If you really want to sit together, you can perhaps go to the back of the line and stand next to your friend. I'm sorry, but I've been waiting here longer than you. But not your friend, I'm afraid. Ling, I think it's your turn to do the cleaning. Is it? I don't remember. Well, I did it yesterday and Sunday, and your turn is today and tomorrow. Okay, I'll get down to it soon. And could you also help me keep the bathroom and dining room a little tidier? Isn't it embarrassing sometimes to have guests over when the apartment looks so sloppy? You just need to remind me more often, Anne. I've never been a good housekeeper. All right. I really do hate to complain, but sometimes I feel like I do all the work around here. Well, I'm really sorry. I promise I'll try to do better from now on. Just bear with me for now, all right? Situation 40. Congratulating and complimenting. Phương, I heard you got admitted to Shanghai University. Yes, I received the notice yesterday. I can't tell you how happy I am. Congratulations, Fern. I heard it's very good school. Yes, it is. I think I'm really fortunate to get accepted. Congratulations on your promotion, Hua. Thank you, Nam. I'm really thrilled. We're very proud of you. Let's go celebrate. I don't know what to say. I really appreciate your help. How? Congratulations on your new twins. Thanks, Lan. You have no idea how happy Long and I feel. Boy, are you lucky? They're really adorable. What are their names? Ling and Ming. Beautiful names. Thank you. Hi, Chi. Is it true that you've won the Teacher of the Year award? So you heard. News really travels fast. I must congratulate you on your accomplishments. Nobody deserves the award but you. Thanks. It's very kind of you to say so. I won't forget the help and support you've given me. Professor Ling, may I congratulate you on your new appointment as the department chair? Thank you. I really appreciate your trust. I'm glad you accepted the position. I think you're the right person for the job, both in terms of ability and experience. I hope I can still count on your help and support. What a game! You played a perfect game today, Quan. Thanks. I can hardly believe we won the championship. You folks deserved it, especially you. You were the highest scorer of all. Still, basketball is a team sport. The guys all worked hard for this day. That's true. I think this calls for a big celebration. Oh yes, the school is planning a party for us next Monday. I bet the whole school is excited. Hi Ning, it's Hua. Hi Hua, what's up? Ning, I've got some good news. Ann and I are getting married. Oh, that's wonderful. Congratulations. Thanks. I'm really excited. I really feel happy for you. When is the wedding day? Soon. Oh, Ning, I want to ask you if you would like to be my best man. I'd love to. I'd be greatly honored. Who is going to be the maid of honor? Aunt's younger sister, Soon. Oh, she's a beautiful lady. Slow down. Why are you in such a hurry? Hi, Ving. I was just looking for you. Did you know your painting was chosen to be exhibited at the City Student Art Show? Really? Who told you that? I just learned from the principal's office. Are you sure you heard it right? Of course. I saw the notice with my own eyes. I wanted to be the first person to break the news to you. That's why I rushed here. I really can't believe it. Well, I'm glad I'm the first to congratulate you. Thanks, Lan, for bringing me the good news. Hi, Lena. You look great tonight. Thank you. By the way, you look terrific with your new tie. Do I? Thanks. Your dress is really beautiful. It's a present from my boyfriend. Look, what a cute little dog you've got. What's her name? It's a he. His name is Bo. Would you like to pet him? May I? He looks well behaved. Yes, he is. He never bites. He's a good boy. Then, your school has called to say that you did a fabulous job at the talent show. Thanks, Dad. I'm glad people like my performance. Your mother and I are very proud of you, son. We know how much work you've put into it. I couldn't have done it without your encouragement. Remember, at one point, I almost gave up practicing. Ling, you really can sing, can't you? Thanks, Kong. I used to be a member of the school choir. No wonder you can control your voice so well. You're a professional singer. Well, I wouldn't say I'm a professional, but I did receive some training at school. My music teacher, Miss Hong, used to be a professional singer. She's a graduate from one of the best music schools in the country. Well, a good teacher makes good students. You got this one right, Hong. Hung, on the day of your retirement, I would like you to know how fortunate I have been to have you as my assistant. Thanks very much, Mr. Long. I've always enjoyed working for you. In fact, you're a very special person to me as well as to the office. To show my appreciation to your many years of service, I have bought you this little present. Oh, how sweet of you. You didn't have to do that, but thanks. I really appreciate it. Hung, I wish you a wonderful time after your retirement. I'll miss you. I'll miss you too, Mr. Long. Oh, Ling, what a beautiful apartment you've got. Thank you, Ram. Do you really like it? Of course. The rooms are large and spacious. The view is magnificent. How did you like the decorations? I love them. The curtains match the wall in color. I especially like those paintings. They bring a taste of Chinese tradition into the apartment. These are presents from my parents. What do you think of our new furniture? I love the dining room set. It also has a Chinese flavor, doesn't it? I like the design. Oh, I haven't seen the bedroom yet. Show me the bedroom, will you? Mr. Fung, please make yourself at home and help yourself to some more food. Thank you, Mrs. Lee. I've been eating all night. Nonsense. I think you talk much more than you eat. Don't you like the food I cooked? Of course I do. I have never eaten anything more delicious. Are you sure? I meant what I said. The cold dishes tasted wonderful. The main dishes were just gorgeous. Look, I've eaten at least 10 dumplings and 3 spring rolls. I'm stuffed. I'm glad you like our food. Just keep eating, all right? I will, Mrs. Lee. I will. Now I know why Ling always brings his own lunch to work now. Why? After eating the food you prepared, I decided that other people's foods were almost tasteless. I'm flattered, Mr. Fung, so come more often. One can never tell when one can play the violin really well. How long have you been playing it? 2 years. You're really doing very well for someone who has been playing for such a short time. Oh, I simply don't know how to go on with the work. Have you been working on this project for long? Almost 2 days now. It is the most difficult project I've ever worked on. Don't be discouraged. I'm sure you will be able to finish it before the deadline. Hello, Nga. Can you get the report done before Monday? I'm afraid I can't, Mr. Thumb, because I've completed only half of it. You are the best secretary in the company. I have every reason to believe you can finish it. Thanks for the encouragement. I will try my best to get the work done on time. I simply don't know how to continue with the project. Don't feel discouraged. Surely the project is getting complicated. If you keep trying, you'll certainly find a way out. But I have been trying. At this stage, perhaps you have to use your head as well as your hand. How disappointing! I've only managed to get a vague idea of what's on the tape. Was it the first time you listened to it? Yes. I'd say getting a vague idea on the first try is very good. Just listen a few more times and you should get all the details. It seems I could never write a good composition. Just look at the teacher's corrections all over the pages. Isn't this your first year taking English writing classes? Yes, but the teacher only shows me my errors, never says anything about my good points. That must be difficult. Just keep working at it. You'll improve as you write more and you'll certainly impress the professor as well. I'm afraid I'll have to give up practicing Tai Yi. It's too demanding. That was exactly how I felt when I first started learning Tai Yi. But it takes a lot of patience and determination to learn Tai Yi. But it doesn't seem to cure my insomnia either. Well, first you have to learn how to do Tai Yi. After you have learned the basics, you should keep on practicing every day. Okay, I'll keep trying. And its curing effect will come automatically. Lee, what do you think about the game this afternoon? Well, I should have done better, Mr. Wang. I prepared well and was mentally up for the game. Overall, you played a good game and you stuck to the game plan. I really don't know what else I could have done. You made a few errors and your opponent jumped at them. She really played a perfect game today. She sure did. But don't be disheartened. You'll have a chance to play her later in the season. I'm sure you can beat her if you improve your serves. Thanks, Mr. Wang. I don't know why I let it get me down. Hang, I'm really sorry to hear that your mops were stolen. Did you hear anything from the police? Not yet. Well, if you need to go somewhere, you're welcome to use mine. Thanks, Tom. That's very nice of you. How did you do on your midterm? Please don't tell anyone. I'm so embarrassed. I failed. How unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. I'll keep it to myself. Thanks. I must be the only person in the class to have failed. I was told that Holmes' apartment was robbed. Yes, it happened last night. How shocking! What did the robbers get away with? 3,000 yuan in cash and 5,000 in current deposit. What a shame! Holmes must be feeling miserable. Let's call him and see if we can be of any help. I'm so upset, Tien. I didn't get the promotion. I'm really sorry to hear that. I can't believe this, Lin. You're the best in the division. If anyone deserved it, you did. Thanks for your understanding, Tien. I really did think I was going to get it. That's why it hurts so much. Don't let it get you down. There'll be other promotions. Hi, Mr. Ming. How's Mrs. Ming? Well, she's feeling terrible because she lost her handbag on a trip to a museum. I'm sorry to hear that. Perhaps she could call the museum's lost and found department. I think she did already. What did they say? They said they would let us know as soon as they found the bag. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's hope for the best. It happens every day that people lose and find things. I hear that Professor Wu is in the hospital with heart trouble. Really? That's too bad. Which hospital is he in? It's Ray Hospital. In fact, we're going to see him later today. Will you join us? I'm sorry I can't because I'm going to be out of town. Please tell him that we're all concerned. I will. Also, please tell him not to worry about his work, but get good rest. V, I was really shocked to hear about your husband's accident. I'm really sorry. Thanks, Plum. We're just thankful that it wasn't any worse than it was. Please let me know if there's anything I can do. I'll be glad to take care of the kids while you go to the hospital. Thanks so much, Lem. I might need your help tomorrow if you don't mind. Not at all. And please tell Fang we're all thinking about him and wishing him a fast recovery. I'll send him a get-well card tomorrow. That's really very kind of you. Lam, I'm deeply sorry to hear about your grandma. She was such a wonderful person, and we all loved her so much. Thank you for your sympathy, Ling. She loved you too, Ling. Please accept my condolences. Let me know if there is anything I can do for you. Thanks for the flowers. You're really thoughtful. Well, I'll get you go now. There are a lot of other people waiting to talk to you. I'll see you tomorrow at the funeral service. Thanks again, Lem, for coming. Do you remember the new apartment Kong and Nga just moved in last month? Yes, I heard they got a great deal on it. They did, but I guess the old saying is true. You get what you pay for. Why do you say that? Well, it turns out it's almost a 20-minute walk to the nearest bus stop. How terrible! They thought they were nearer to the company. That is not all. No stores are open in the neighborhood. That means they have to buy food and supplies from downtown. Oh no! What is even worse, gas hasn't been installed as promised yet. That's really trouble. Cooking without a gas stove is most inconvenient. We did that for almost a year too. It's unfortunate they have all those problems. Let's hope things will get better. Situation 41. Office routine. Good morning, Mr. Barr. Good afternoon, Miss Lam. Good evening, Miss Hong. How do you do, sir? How are you, Mr. Barr? Fine, thank you, Miss Lam. There is a memo on your desk. The meeting will start at 2 p.m. Shall I order some copy papers? Please keep these documents on file. Have you made an appointment with her for an interview? Shall I arrange this afternoon's reports for you to examine? When will you finish typing? Would you please post these letters? Is there anything else you would like me to do? May I know your name? Would you please tell me a bit about yourself? Do you have any working experience? Do you have any language skills? Do you have typing skills? Could you use computers? Why do you choose our company? What is your anticipated salary? May I help you, sir? Do you have an appointment? Could I have your name, please? Would you please wait a moment? Just a moment, please. Mr. Barr is expecting you at his office. This way, please, sir. I'm sorry. I hope you will excuse me. I'm awfully sorry. It was quite unintentional. I must apologize. Excuse me for interrupting you. I'm sorry to trouble you. May I ask what you wish to see him about? Can I know what you wish to see him about? I'm sorry. I am told to get that information from every visitor. Mr. Richard is occupied at the moment. I'll see if he could meet you right now. I'll see if he's available. Please give your name, company, and the nature of your business. Is there anyone in particular you'd like to talk to? Welcome to our company. We are honored by your visit. May I show you our computer room? This is a new research center. It takes about an hour by car to get to our plant in the suburb. Many of the equipments are imported recently from USA. Most of our production is done in this plant. Thank you for your visit. Good morning, Phương Company. May I help you? Whom are you calling? Do you mean Mr. Ving of the purchase department? I'm afraid he's not in. I'm afraid no one answers. Thank you for calling us. Hold on, please. Mr. Bai is on the line. Go ahead. The line is busy. The line is engaged. He's not available now. Do you want to speak to anyone else? I'm sorry, he's at a meeting now. May I ask what you want to speak to him about? Would you like to leave a message? This is Mr. Kung of Huy Hoàng Trading Company. This is Mr. Kung's secretary of Huy Hoàng Trading Company. Mr. Fat speaking. This is Mr. Sun speaking. This is Mr. Sun calling from the IC Bank. Mr. Hui's secretary, I'm calling from Nam Dương Trading Company. Mr. Vin's secretary speaking. I'd like to book a seat on a flight from Ho Chi Minh City to London. I think 5:30 flight would be most convenient. I'd like to have a first-class single ticket. I'd like to book a room in your hotel. I'd prefer a single room. May I book a table in your restaurant for tonight? A table for 4, please. Mr. Kong is out now. Who's calling, please? Would you please leave a message? Shall I take your message? May I have your phone number? May I ask what's the matter? Shall I ask him to call you back? May I know what you wish to speak to him about? Could you leave a message? Is there anything else you'd like me to tell him? I have a message for Mr. Kong. There is an urgent message for Mr. Sun. Here's a message for you, Mr. Hong. Mr. Ming asked you to call him back. Mr. Ving came to see you this morning when you were out and left a note on your desk. Mr. Lam called to say that he would not be able to come tomorrow. I have a letter I would like you to prepare. Would you please type this letter? Type the letter, please. May I type a letter on the company's stationery? Shall I type the letter in the usual business letter format? Please polish the letter a bit before typing it. Please make the ideas more concise when typing. Please file a copy of the letter before sending it. Shall I address the letter to Mr. Hong or his office? Please address the letter to Mr. Hui. It is a personal letter. It's a business letter. You may address it to his office. Please forward all business letters to the sales department. Please forward all the personal letters to my home. May I forward the business letters to the department concerned? Would you like me to forward your personal letters? Keep the documents in each file in chronological order, please. Remove clips and pins from the documents, please. Place pages squarely on the files. File letters from the same customer in the same file. File under the name of the firm or job, not under the name of the person you're writing to. Use cross-reference slip whenever necessary. Use alt cards and a file register to record the location of files. Lock the confidential files before leaving office. Would you please bring me the main file? Have you filed the information about our plant in Đồng Nai? I checked all the cross-reference, but still cannot find the information on Thrill Company. Would you check again under a different heading? All the documents relating to Mr. Son are filed under the letter J. Shall I file the correspondence with Mr. James under the Southern Plastic? The invoice information is filed under the name of the clients. The conference is scheduled from 2 this afternoon. We have planned a 7-day trip. According to our schedule, the visit begins at 9 in the morning. Please visit our computer room first. I'm afraid we'll have a busy schedule today. We'll visit our plant this morning and have a sightseeing in the afternoon. We should have a talk with Mr. Han this afternoon before the meeting begins. I'm afraid we cannot find time to visit ABC Company on Wednesday. We'll use the conference room for the meeting. We have booked a conference room in New World Hotel. Buses have been arranged to take representatives back to hotel after the meeting. An interpreter will be at the meeting to translate for foreign visitors. We have put the name cards on the conference table for people to sit by. Refreshments will be served during the interval. Mr. Son will be present to answer questions concerning our new project. I wish to know the exact delivery date of our goods. Would you please let me know the price of your products? May I know when the products will be available? What make is this product? Could you supply us with the products within 2 weeks? Do you have a good selection of computers? Could you supply us from stock? Can we take the delivery in 2 weeks? The goods are due to arrive this Friday. We'll inform you when to take the delivery. Chic Electronics is the manufacturer of this microwave oven. This product is produced in Japan. Our service center in Hanoi can be contacted by phone number 279-4518. The product is imported from USA. We are the sole agent of this product in our country. We have a very good selection of computers. We have typewriters of various makes. Our products are all of good quality. This is the brochure that gives you details of our products. The pamphlet has the information about our after-sales service. We'll send our salesman to your company with some demonstration models. I'm sure you'll be interested in some of the demonstration models. The prices for these microwave ovens run from 900,000 to 3,000 VND. This is the lowest price we can offer. We're going to allow you 15% discount if your quantity is 50 sets. Considering your quantity, we'll give you 10% discount. If you increase your order to 1,000 pieces, we could allow you 5% discount. I'm sorry, it is impossible to further reduce the price. I'm afraid 5% reduction in price is unacceptable to us. The best price for Forever brand bicycles is £12 per set, CIF, London. We'll send our engineer to install the machine for you, free of charge. If you have any problems with the product, please contact our service department. Our serviceman will always be ready to help you. Our salesman will show you how to operate the microwave ovens. Our salesman will explain to you how to keep air conditioners in good condition. The warranty period is 12 months. Within the warranty period, we offer repairing service free of charge. We are responsible for repairing service even after the warranty period has expired.